Moshi Moshi everyone, ArinTheUnreasonable here, and today I will be reviewing the manga Another. Another would be considered a series within the mystery, drama, horror, school, and seinen categories. The basic story of Another is a new student moves in only to befriend a girl that no one else seems to be able to see. When he starts to seek out answers, bad things start to happen, such as their fellow students start to die in strange accidents. Kodachi, the main character, starts to work with Mei, his new friend, to figure out why these horrible events have come to pass. Overall, the story was rather interesting, as it was not something I had seen exactly in a horror manga before. There were the similarities, as most mystery horror mangas do have a lot of people dying for some mysterious reason, but the answer to this mystery was definitely different than most. Overall, I give the story a 7. The art within the manga was also on par with what it should be, as the characters were distinctive and the art got the point across, the point being that there were different characters and some of them were dying. The series was not trying to say something through the art style, and there wasn't anything particularly notable about it. I also feel as there might have been some disagreements between the author of the story, Yuko Ayatsuji, and the artist Hiro Kirohara, as Kirohara tended to stay away from drawing the more detailed aspects that Ayatsuji had called for, such as skin being sliced and broken bones. That being said, I particularly like the way Kiyohara drew the eyes of the characters. Each character had a different type of eye shape, and it was a very good tool to actually tell the characters apart. I give the art in this manga a 7 as well. The characters in the manga all had reasons to their actions, and all reasons were clearly shown. The main character, Kodachi, was more of a passive main character, which was different from many other horror mangas where the main character is much more active and more of a leader. While Kodachi does change emotionally in some ways, he is the same person mostly from the start to the end. Mei was also a passive main character, but neither of these qualities made these characters less enjoyable. This was a short series that did not have a lot of time to really develop them, rather it simply wanted to get its story out. What did make me slightly upset was that Ayatsushi did introduce 2 side characters that I would love to learn more about, Izumi and Yua, and then proceeded never to do anything with them. In the 3rd book, it was shown that Izumi had a rather destructive home life, but the series was coming to a close at that point, and it was never mentioned again. Yua was constantly shown throughout the 3 books, and nothing was really mentioned about him, but he was important enough to be named, and to have a lot of speaking roles. He would show up and just be there, but also seemed to have an important role. Yua seemed to know more than the other characters throughout the whole series. He was mysterious in a lot of ways, and it distracted me as I was wondering what was he doing there? What was his purpose in the whole? Otherwise, I give the characters of this series an 8. Overall, the enjoyment of the manga was high, as it was interesting to try and figure out the mystery before Kodachi. Since the manga is horror, there is quite a bit of gore, which could have taken away the appeal for those who are uncomfortable with such an aspect of horror. However, I'm a huge fan of the genre, so it did increase my personal enjoyment of the series. The only thing that truly displeased me about the series was that it felt rushed, and many characters were overlooked for the sake of completing the storyline in the limited time that it had. Another is a series I would recommend to a friend, and I give the enjoyment of the series a 9. This manga only had a few flat points, those being the somewhat common storyline within its genre, the artist not wanting to try the more challenging things, and the unexplored storylines. If the story had bothered to be a bit more detailed about the characters or tried to carry on a bit longer, it most likely would have been able to rate a bit higher. Also, it would have been far more exciting to read if the art was able to go to the extremes the story was calling for. That being said, it is a quick and enjoyable read for those who enjoy horror. Overall, Another scores a 7.75. That's about all there is to say on the series. This is ArinTheUnreasonable, and I hope you enjoy your stay. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give a big thumbs up. If not, no shame in giving it a downvote, and I'll try to improve my next video. If you want to see more of my beautiful face, be sure to subscribe for more content. Also, if you want to hear more of my rambling, you're welcome to start following my pages on Facebook, along with my Twitter, both of which have links in the description. If you wish to support the growth of this channel, the link to my Patreon is also in the description.